The story is told of the Tzanzer Rebbe, that the Tzanzer Rebbe 150 years ago had only one good foot. He could barely limp. But if anybody told him, I'm going to Yerushalayim, Ira Kodesh, as hard as it was for him, he would not only walk them to the door, he would walk behind them down the street and say, give my regards to Yerushalayim, to every house, to every tree, every leaf, every flower, every cloud, every star. Give my regards to the holy wall, the Kosel HaMa'aravi. Tell Yerushalayim we're coming. It's true. We're limping and we're broken. We can't walk fast, but we're coming. This bracha we were discussing, Yerushalayim Ircha Barachamim Tashuv, such a powerful bracha, such a bracha that elicits so much emotion, especially as we're about a week away from Yom Yerushalayim, the great celebration of the recapturing of Yerushalayim. And there is one word in this bracha that I would like to focus on for the few minutes this morning. We say Yerushalayim Ircha, as we discuss, Yerushalayim Shalmala, Yerushalayim Shalmata. The idea of Yerushalayim is the culmination of the effort and of the building upon the generations. But then we say Yerushalayim Ircha Berachamim Tashuv. What does it mean we should return? And as we've discussed throughout this learning on Tefillah, this important learning on Tefillah, that in the great brilliance of Chazal and the Anshe Knesset Gedola, the text that they gave us is supposed to leave us not only with something that I'm just asking for, but something that impacts me, that changes my Tefillah. So what do we mean? Yerushalayim Ircha Berachamim Tashuv. And it happens to be that in the Reform movement, as the Reform movement was gaining steam in the 1800s, as it begins to make major changes to the Siddur and to real halacha in the 1860s and 1870s and the 1880s, the Siddurim, they took out Yerushalayim Ircha Berachamim. They said, no Tashuv. I don't want to return. I don't want to be known as a Zionist, as somebody who loves Israel, wants to be in Israel. But Nebuch, what can I do? I have to be here. Rather, they wanted to be known as a German first, and an Israeli second, and a Jew second. But my outward appearance, my representation of who I am, is a staunch national, is a German. So they said, Yerushalayim Ircha Berachamim Tifneh. They took out the word Tashuv to return it, to put in the word Tifneh. I'll turn to you. I'll think about you. And it's on my mind, but I don't want to return. What does it mean, Yerushalayim Ircha Berachamim Tashuv? It means that even if I'm not returning right now, even if it's not about Aliyah, but I understand that the impact of Yerushalayim, the Kedusha of Yerushalayim, the idea of Yerushalayim as an Ir Shechubur Lo Yachtav, a place that joins everybody together, a place that binds us, that creates a sense of feeling and of connection between each other, of immense Kedusha, of Harabayis, of what that means to put my hands on the Kosel HaMa'aravi and to daven, to be at the Kotel, to be in the Makom HaMikdash. That's always a part of my tefillah. And as we end the Bakashos sections, we move from the simple, so to speak, things that we request, forgiveness and geula and refuah are important. And we think global and we think big picture. We think about what does it mean to have Yerushalayim as a part of my tefillah. So that's Yerushalayim Ircha Berachamim Tashuv. That it's a part of who I am, it's a part of my being, of my fabric, of my culture, of my tefillah. So I might not be able, I'm not just turning to you, and I might not be able to physically right now be there and return to you. But wherever I am, even if I'm there, I want to return in the sense of the Kedusha and of the impact that Yerushalayim has on me, has on us, and has on